see information. The same reason I'm here with some people who have questions, I'm trying to provide the information that I have. And this is where some people, as this gentleman said, that somehow my effort to share that information
quiere hablar con usted para que tomen un resumen de lo que está ocurriendo aquí, cuántas personas en apoyo de los niños estamos aquí. Me van a marcar mi número y se lo paso a ustedes.
¿Y le has dicho tú cuántas personas?
Aquí hay más de 100 ahorita. Sí, definitivamente más de 100 personas y sigue llegando más personas para apoyar. Comparado a unos 50 en el otro lado.
¿Como cuántas en los lados?
Yo creo que fueron unas 50 personas.
Que están ahí.
No hay mucho.
We would like to be more transparent in the process. I'm the head of my sheriff's council. Yes, I would like to know. I'd like to know exactly what's going on and be a part of the welcoming of these children. I think where we fundamentally disagree is this process of storing people up that ultimately led to this
The sheriff's doing it.
That's what what's the civil disobedience? Blocking a road, which you're now not going to let happen. But we became very concerned and alarmed that posted on our door here in the post office was a declaration that by any means possible, we will block these kids from coming. We disagree with that because we believe that these children, first and foremost, should be our primary interests. We are a welcoming community. We love children. Many of us are following our faith tradition. In my case, I'm a Catholic. And I want to respect that the children are refugees. They deserve due process, but especially they deserve a caring, neighborly approach as opposed to blockage and signage. We want to get to know them when they come here. We want to go into that facility to make sure that they're well handled and who's really there, because you really know who's going to be there. And we want to respond to their best interest. That's the nature of this effort here to bear witness. It is not to support bomb administration. And it is not to support a venture that blocks children on a bus and then essentially subjects them to terrorized by strangers in a strange country.
Where are you?
1,400 miles.
Come over here.
This is, I hear what you're saying.
Come over here.
I'll ensure that the law is followed. This is where we have enough deputies here. All of them are now on scene, but they're in a reserve location because we don't want to turn it into something other than it is. I respect your role as a law enforcement officer, but you have been a major part of it, essentially raising this and encouraging this kind of reaction.
Absolutely.
Like Robert Skiba, who
Absolutely.
he is the Paul Babeau of Oregon, making certain the same way that you're declaring yourself as the Roman Catholic follow that. You got it. Okay, so you're declaring yourself as one thing, and he's declaring himself the same constitutional right that he has. However, you called him and tipped him. I didn't call him and tip him. I was at a public event and people asked about this information. It's my frustration. And I don't know if you heard about what I just stated about it at all. I was there last night. Okay, where this information, why have we not been receiving the very promise that they've made? You and I may disagree, but we haven't failed to have this discussion, right? In that regard, in terms of information and communication with the Obama administration, in that regard, we share a concern. We may disagree politically. My concern from a law enforcement perspective too, I think you have to understand and respect at least the fact I don't have the understanding of who these people are. There's been public issues raised, even if they are refugees.
Even if they are, they're escaping violence.
Through screening, yes, they are. It's been confirmed through the federal government already, through screening, that a certain number, I don't know how many, that have been identified with connections that are members of MS-13. Oh my God!
Oh, yeah.
Oh, please, baloney.
And disease, right?
Oh, yeah, disease.
We are familiar with MS-13, and we not like them around. However, we believe the vast majority of these children.
Paul Babeau.
How do you know that?
How do you know they aren't?
What we don't
That's
know.
where I've asked these questions. I've asked formally as the sheriff of the county.
Here's what we know, Sheriff. We know
So
that
these little kids are members of the gang.
In these circumstances, which are tragic circumstances, having left their homeland.
So now what happens? Let me ask you this.
What happens?
60,000, and now the estimate is 90,000 from October 1st. That what happens? What's the number now that we've welcomed 90,000 unaccompanied juveniles with open arms? What is that number a year from October 1st?
I'm not making
Why are you
federal
calling them
policy.
sheriff?
Wait,
You're like,
please, hold on. I'm not making federal policy. We're not making federal policy. We are worried about 40 to 60 children that are coming in as our neighbors.
Sure.
That's who we're worried about. That's who we want to, in our own little humble way, in this community, not be divided.
So what do I say to the woman that lives right next door that I just spoke to 15 minutes ago? She lives immediately next door with her children, and she asks me questions, and I don't have answers for her. What do I tell her?
You're going to do your job.
Okay, and that's what I told her.
And this is
Quiet
where
way.
neighbors will help her.
Right.
her
This
out.
is-
And we are going to be respectful of the children, and we're going to encourage our participation in that facility. We want to go in and meet those children or young people, and we want to understand exactly who's there. We want to be neighborly until the point that they have to leave, and that's how we're going to operate. And we would be allies in doing this. And if they are in fact placed there, we would be allies in the health and well-being of those children, wouldn't we?
I would hope so. And
Well, will you
absolutely.
be? I mean, will
I?
you look after the best interests of those
Absolutely,
children?
and I've assured not just the director, but all of, but what because I don't want this to turn into more of a political event with me here. I just wanted to ensure that the law is followed. That I wanted to update, and I told Katz about the action we took down at the other end, and just both sides respect each other. If there's any issues with the law, and myself or one of my deputies give lawful commands, we expect people to follow.
Of course.
And that's
We
all
are
we're asking.
very
and I-
respectful.
And I do appreciate your, not only your role here,
I gotta
but your
move this stuff
passion for people.
There's some
Thank you, Sheriff. Thank you.
Sir, tell that lady that she moved next door to a facility of juvenile delinquents. Get with her.
Very worrisome.
Miles and miles and miles on heart.
And what do you think of the protesters over there trying to block their way?
Here we go, Roberto.
Okay.
Why? Do you think it's fair?
Hello? Hello?